Sorry, let's try that again. Hello, chat. Welcome to the stream. Welcome, everyone. It looks like... Oh, no. The lag is still there. Oh, no. Man. Andyan pa rin yung lag. I'm so sad, chat. I'm so sad. Is the lag there or not? Is it just me? So may lag pa rin, LJ? Ugh. You know, this only means one thing. I have to completely start from scratch in uninstalling and reinstalling my OBS. That's the only way. That's the only way. Because I've changed all my settings and I've updated them. I've updated... Actually, halos lahat naman ng ginagamit ko updated na. So there's really nothing left other than feeling ko it's just settings that have been tweaked over time that, you know, nag-build up lang and then it just needs a hard reset. The problem with that is kailangan kong burahin lahat. So I have to start all over when it comes to setting up what the stream looks like, which sucks, man. I'll be honest, it sucks. It's gonna take that's like 2 hours of work minimum. What's up, Ron? LJ, Lemonade, OJ, Lirio. Welcome all to the stream. All right, let me see how this works. Kasama na si Will Dasovich's story? No. I'm not updated with that. No way. No way. Like I have a couple of links here, and as far as these links are concerned, they're pretty updated, but I did not know na nadamay na si Will Dasovich. Wow. What's this? What's the story there, Ron? Send. Let's wait for more people to come in the stream. What? Is that for real? Where do you, I mean, like, can you... How else is he involved in this? What's up, Drew? Mia Voice, SPG. You wanna know the real shit? Unfortunately, chat, that is something that we will not be able to uncover in today's stream. Because the truth is that everything that we are reading about right now, lahat hearsay. It's just the nature of things right now. Sige ba? Yeah, go, Ron. So, just I think that's a disclaimer that we all need to come to terms with. No matter the links that we read, wala tayong official statements from the three girls. We only really have the statement of the driver. We have... That's it, right? Wala na tayong ibang news na alam. There's no... Everything is hearsay. And this is a developing story. It's not yet finished. So we really shouldn't make any assumptions here. Diba? But anyway, we'll... Iko-cover natin to. We will try to study it and find out what really happened. But again, the truth is that there's really nothing. Okay? There's really nothing so far. We can read all of this, which I prepared for you. I pretty much know the gist. But there is no credible source of information as of yet. Wait, let's look at new. Let's see. Maybe Ron is right, diba? Oh, diba? 3 sides of the story. That's so cool. I like that. 3 sides of the story. Ito. There you go. I think I found it, Ron. Sam Verzosa and Will Dasovich dawit sa issue ng driver. That's like a cherry on top of the cake already at this point. May pep.ph link pa. Okay, so we'll go through this. But let's just wait for more people to come in the stream. Now, I don't think it's a publicity stunt. It's, too many people are involved for it to be a publicity stunt. And I don't think, and nagsalita na yung lawyer eh. I don't think it's a publicity stunt. Nagsalita na yung lawyer, nagsampa na ng kaso sa NBI yung tatlong to. Right? As we will find out later. But the interesting thing is that, although nagsalita yung driver ni Michelle D, walang official case na sinampa yung driver ni Michelle D. Yeah, don't worry, we'll do the TLDR. I pretty much know the story, but not the complete scoop yet. Di pa nga, tagal nga matapos ng January. Diba? Ano na ba ngayon? 29 pa lang. It's been January for like 4 long weeks now. You know? But yeah, we will cover this. This will be basically a chunk of today's stream. And then we will do the raffle. So, papa-raffle tayo. Press 1 if you want to join the raffle. We will be raffling out 500 HLA na GC. Anonymous Secret Santa. Nobody, ayaw niyang magpa-reveal kung sino siya. But press 1 if you want to join our raffle for today. HLA gift certificate. Lirio, I got you. Just bummed with the lag, chat. Really am. I've done what I could, but I feel like ano na talaga to. It's a matter of restarting just changing everything in my OBS right now. Okay, LJ, MJ. What's up, MJ? How are you over there? Yeah, I am excited for February, Ron. Ulala yum yum. You have to come over here to YouTube. Same username. Dito lang ako at sa Twitch tumatanggap ng mga pwedeng sumali. Chuck, what's up? Yeah. First one. Tama, first one. They did perform. Sobrang grabing swag nung ano. Sobrang grabing swag nila. What's up, Prince? They're pretty cool too and down to earth. And they do have cool fans, man. Kasi may mga fans sila na sumali. What's up, Jolly Pot Dog? Welcome to the stream. Salamat, ulala yum yum. I feel like the... Oh, thank you. All right, come on over here, ulala yum yum. Meron bang plus sizes? I know it goes up to XL. I'm not sure if it goes up to double XL. Hindi na tuloy today, MJ. Next week, nagkaroon siya ng pet emergency. So, pero tuloy yun. And I have a bit of some good news. There is a guest that I have been telling you about that I've been wanting to invite. And I don't want to jinx anything yet, so I won't reveal the name. Pero kilala nyo siya when I mentioned his name. Actually, MG, sinabi niya nga sa akin na medyo walang appetite. Pero, nag-groom pa ng sarili. So, it's a cat. And I'm hoping for the best. Which beach, Ron? Which beach you going at? Yeah, Kat. Got you, OJ. OJ, nakita mo na ba yung nag-marathon sa bathtub niya? Chat, so there's this creator on TikTok. And basically, ang trip niya, nagma-marathon siya or he runs in like the stupidest places. So, nag-marathon siya sa bathtub niya. It took him 7 hours to complete. Got you, Alex. 7 hours to complete the marathon in his bathtub. And tinapos niya talaga. Literal. He was walking through his back and forth in his bathtub. You know, si Ulala Yum Yum. Ulala Yum Yum. What's up? Chat, W Ulala Yum Yum. W Ulala Yum Yum. Because napalipat natin siya from TikTok to YouTube. Yung HLA? HLA is a clothing brand. A very great clothing brand that I've been working with. Available sila in many different outlets throughout Metro Manila. And very recently also, Cebu. So, they're everywhere. SM malls, Ayala malls. They're even in Okada. So, be sure to check them out. Okay na okay sila, personally. They're very stylish and I think they're not afraid to take risks. Because they're a pretty young brand. Kaya on their way to fully finding out their identity, sobrang grabe pa sila mag-risk take ngayon, which I truly appreciate. But yeah, yun yung magiging ano natin. Yun yung magiging raffle natin for today. Yung angpao. Yep, that's what we're gonna be talking about today. Ako hindi ko pa nahanap yung ampaw. Pero I heard nahanap na raw eh. May kulang. Okay, Ali Orts, you have to be on YouTube. Wait, Ali Orts might actually be a black badger. Although Ron is still red, Ali Orts might be black. Got you, CJ? Yeah, we have that article here too. Here. So we have that article as well. It's just hanging out here. Boom. Sam Versosa, Will Dasovich dawit sa issue ng driver. O, diba? Parang feeling ko nananahimik lang sila eh. And then, nadawit pa siya. So we'll know more about that soon. Ali Orts, pwede makita kung black badge ka na. Feeling ko black badge niya si Ali Orts eh. Yung mga nauna, sina Ron, Mami Keiko, Ali Orts, Ron, I said Ron already, Philip, I think sila yung mga unang batch natin of black badgers. I know. Sana mag-web na. I mean, I don't wanna. I'm not really 100% excited about it, but February, chat. It's my birth month. Okay. Shall we cover the story for now? Gawin na ba natin to? Diba? Diba, Jenner? By the way, long time no see, Jenner. It has been a while. Next leap year, multiples of 4, right? So 2028 will be the next leap year. I don't get the reference, LJ. Ano yung reference niyan na maraming malulungkot dahil sa birthday ni Ann? I know, and like I've been mentioning since early in January, CJ, January has been a tough month. Birthday ba ni Jenner, February? Di ko nga rin gets MJ. We'll wait for LJ to respond kung bakit marami yung malulungkot ng OFW. Thank you for the rose, Jose Amiel. Laden, thank you. Ah, ganun ba yun? Pag birthday ni Ann, may concert? Wait, let's check, chat. Let's check. Alam ko nga, parang... Let's see when Jenner's birthday is. Oh, dang. I don't know Jenner's Discord name. I don't have Jenner's Discord name. No, I think if anything, you're not chronically online enough. Levy. Nasa memes and links. Okay, let's check it out.
Bukod sa hirap ng trabaho sa ibang bansa, ang pinakamahirap na hinaharap ng mga Pilipino doon ay yung pagka-miss nila sa mga pamilya nila sa Pilipinas. Yung homesick, di ba?
Lalo na during Christmas or family celebrations na you're meant to be together. Diba?
Birthday mo.
Birthday ko?
Hindi ko yan, birthday mo. Yung...
Oo!
Yo, that's actually a funny reference. Oh man, that's actually funny, man. I didn't understand it first, and then yun yung reference. Alam mo, sometimes you're coasting, right? You're coasting through your job, your work. You're just you're going through the day, and then lutang ka lang.
Uy, ano? Sa palagi mo, bakit mamimiss ng OFW yung birthday mo? Yung, nasa Amerika tayo, bad trip birthday ni Ann. Hindi ako makauwi. Ilang taon na ako rito sa Saudi. Hindi ako makauwi. Birthday mo ni Ann ngayon. Ganon, Ann?
Di ba sabi niya with conviction, birthday mo?
Yung birthday mo, yung...
Hindi! Hindi mo sabi, birthday mo. Sabi mo, birthday mo.
Sige. Mali ako. Sige, pasensya na sa lahat ng OFW. Hindi kayo makauwi pag birthday ni Ann. Alam po namin, yan ang talagang kinakaharap ninyong ang bigat-bigat sa dibdib. Diba? Lumipas na ang Pasko, magbagong taon, anuman ang mangyari sa Pilipinas, magka-martial law, wala kayong pakialam ang mabigat.
Yo, nasingit niya pa yung martial law dun, ha? Vice is fast.
Yung nandito kayo o wala kayo dito, tapos birthday ni Ann.
I just want to see that part. I just want to see that part again.
Yung homesick, di ba?
Lalo na during Christmas or family celebrations na you're meant to be together. Diba?
Birthday mo.
Birthday ko?
Hindi ko yan.
And the thing is, it wasn't even cut. It's live TV. So, ang genuine pa ng birthday ko. Ang genuine pa ng question. Okay, did I miss any names? Because we are about to start trying to unravel the story, man. Find out what's going on here. Also, chat, I do want to apologize for the laggy stream. Right after tonight's stream, I will do everything all over again. I will uninstall, install OBS, fix all, start from scratch, build all our scenes from scratch again, because there's really no choice, right? The lag has been weird and I've been manipulating my settings. Wala talagang nangyayari. I mean, it's happened to me at times, to be honest. And I'm sure it's happened to some of us. It's happened to some of us kapag natanong ng ganun. And then, Ako? I'm pretty sure it's happened to me. Yeah, Chomp, that's exactly true. Sumuko na yung 0 at yung 6. Mismo. And I feel like it's a metaphor for what's going on in January. It's been a tough month, chat. January has been a slow, grueling, and challenging start to 2026. Yeah, we have that over here. We also cover that. There you go. Makeup artist. Michelle D. Rian Ramos were in Iloilo on January 17. Yeah, there you go. So we also have that over here, chat. So don't worry. All the stuff that I could get my hands on, I already did for today's stream. But be patient with me because I did not read every single article. At most, what I did was to skim through it so that I have a general idea and hindi tayo maligaw in case we have to go from one article to another without that much context. Because generally, it's pretty simple, right? Like if we could summarize everything already, it could probably be done in a couple of sentences because that's how much we don't know yet. Ang alam lang natin, yung sabi nung driver, sabi nung lawyer nila, and hearsay from the internet. There's no actual official statement from any of the girls. And again, before we start, let's all take this with a grain of salt. We don't want this to be another Vong Navarro incident where Vong Navarro, Denise Cornejo, I remember at first it was Vong being implicated for wrongdoing, and it was only years later that he was absolved, and we all found out na ang may kasalanan pala talaga or ang perpetrator sa situation na yon was Denise Cornejo and yung tropa niya, right? Right? And at the same time, there are people who are saying na this is a different case because there's literally nothing to benefit from the driver's end if he's gonna make drama out of this, diba? Like it's an ordinary person because it's an ordinary person na lumalaban against celebrities, and there's literally nothing to gain by lying. I mean, you know what I'm saying, right? Like yeah, there's nothing to gain by lying, and if mahuli siyang nagsisinungaling, the downside is too much. That's why it's such a compelling story, because why is he doing something like this? Why is he trying to expose something like this and lie about it, and then in the end mas malaki pa, he will have ended up digging a bigger hole. So yun yung pinaka hook dito kung bakit may issue siya, kung bakit naging interesting bigla ito. Okay? No, is that true, LJ? Is that true? Ganun nakatakas yung driver? No. That's how he escaped? Diba? Yup, that's true, MJ. So kumbaga, nambababae lang siguro si Vong Navarro at the time, which of course is in itself very wrong. But in terms of crime and framing, it wasn't Vong Navarro who was the perpetrator in that case. Damn, okay. We'll read that then. We'll watch that. I think it's also on ABS-CBN already. Okay, so one last time. Most of what we're about to talk about today is hearsay. Kulang pa tayo sa information. And this is a developing story, and it's developing fast. That's why we want to cover this as early as now, para habang hindi pa ganun ka dami yung information, may matutunan na tayo and we can follow this story with, again, a grain of salt. So it all starts allegedly with this one. So I know this Cian Gaza blind item only appeared or reappeared later recently, but the first time the Cian Gaza blind item was ever put out was years ago. Now I'm not gonna read it because it's very explicit, but just 2 years ago, over 2 years ago, Cian Gaza let out a statement hinting that we kind of have a relationship between 3 people. Allegedly, Rian Ramos, Samantha, if I'm not mistaken, yung name nung nasa gitna, and Michelle D. Chad, what's the name of the person in the middle? Ano yung name nung nasa middle? Sam Lee? I don't really know, Chad. Wait. Ano yung name nung nasa gitna? Dang it. Samantha Panlilio. There you go. Samantha Panlilio. Okay, so again, that's why nag-resurface to kasi nga it's about the 3 of them, but I think it largely went ignored. Nobody really noticed it. Wala masyadong may pakialam because Cian Gaza, he's a very polarizing individual. Okay? Mahilig siya sa chismis. Sometimes it's a hit, sometimes it's not a hit. So you can't really help but wonder whatever Cian Gaza puts out kung totoo ba yun. But apparently, there seems to be some truth to it, at least in terms of the relationship these 3 may or may not have. At least they're linked. At most, they're industry friends, right? So, we move on. But this will all make sense again later on. Yung sinabi ni Cian Gaza na to. Okay, so again, we have the picture of the 3. Let me get the names right. Rian, Samantha, and Michelle. First name basis na tayo. Okay, first name basis na tayo dahil di ko maalala yung last name niya. Panlilio, Samantha Panlilio. Okay, so now the story breaks and apparently Michelle D, Rian Ramos, and I'm not sure why Samantha Panlilio isn't included in the headline, but basically the 2 as of this headline, both of them are accused of ill treatment and illegal detention. So according to this website, Philippine News, here's what you know about the issue involving Michelle D and Rian Ramos. And if I'm not mistaken, it's pretty simple. Sinabi dito, tatlo sila. There you go. Michelle D, Rian Ramos, and Samantha Panlilio are facing an issue after a driver that he was mauled and illegally detained by 3 of them. So yun yung unang lumabas, right? That's the first issue. Lumabas na itong tatlo, si Sam, Rian, and Michelle, nagsumbong yung driver in public that he was illegally detained. No other reason yet why he was detained, but in show business and even in politics, medyo familiar na yung word na yun sa atin, diba? The illegal detainment. We heard that in the PDAF scandal. We heard that kay Ben Hurluy. Remember Ben Hurluy? And then we even heard that very recently. Sino yung magjowa na on the internet. And then the guy apparently beats the girl up. The girl is very popular because she streams. Chad, do you remember? So the girl accused the guy of illegal detainment or not Emiru. No. Local lang. Dang it. I forget the name of the girl and the guy. But anyway, pati yun, may ganun na kaso. But again, no other details yet. Alias Totoy is the personal driver of Ramos. He recently filed a complaint with the NBI. And again, together with illegal detainment, apparently he was repeatedly hit, tortured, and illegally detained. He even reached the point of thinking about ending his own life. So ayan, GMA puts this out. It's basically the same thing. But now with the added detail over here. Ang aligasyon, ikinulong siya at binugbog dahil sa bintang na pagnanakaw ng ampaw na may pribadong larawan. Now, depending on the news article that you read or the news source, iba-iba yung description nung pictures na to. Some would describe it as private pictures. Others would describe it as sensitive pictures. And then, of course, others would be more explicit with it. But point is, you use your imagination. So para makatakas, tumalon umano siya mula sa ika-39 na palapag ng kondo. Handa naman sina Ramos at di nasagutin ang mga bintang. So it's a very unique situation. Bakit magsisinungaling yung driver kung walang truth yung sinasabi niya? So as of this moment or as of this article, this is January 28, hindi pa nagre-respond yung mga girls, right? Si Samantha, Rian, and Michelle D. Now, the next day, nag-reply na ang legal counsel nila. And legal counsel says that, whoa! Yo, chat, we got banned again on TikTok. Oh, I know why. Because they know it looks like Facebook. There you go. PR department working overtime. We don't know that yet. Okay? We only know what we are seeing over here. We're trying to be objective as much as we can. So nag-reply na yung legal counsel nila. Where is that? Where's the statement? What? I thought the statement would be here. Okay, so I don't know where the statement is, but I do remember reading that apparently. Here you go. There you go. Found it. We'll go read this one. So, legal counsel of Michelle D. and Rian Ramos. Our clients have not received a copy of the complaint allegedly filed against them before the NBI. They will answer as soon as they receive the copy of the said statement. As far as our client is concerned, there is no incident of illegal detention happened as Mr. Barro was a resident of the condo, being the driver of Rian. Ooh. Oh no. That's such a clever way to put it. But I don't want to be biased here. But take that as you will, chat. Technically, hindi ka pwede ma-illegally detain if nakatira ka sa condo ng amo mo. Whoa. That's very strong wording. Okay. The last incident of our client with Mr. Barra was when Michelle D. filed a criminal case for qualified theft against him, which he admitted and even returned some of the items to Michelle. Thus, our clients cannot think of any reason for initiating this complaint, but a leverage and vindictive suit to said qualified theft case. So, pwede pa rin. Nice. Okay, LJ. I mean, but technically, we're working with PR plus legal statements here. Okay, so yun yung ano dito. Yun yung reply nung legal counsel ni Michelle D. and Rian Ramos. But we want to get a little bit more detailed about it. Right? Bakit nagkaroon ng detainment allegedly? And bakit kinulong? Bakit minol? Bakit sinaktan o binugbog? Because apparently, if you look down here, according to the complaint, Michelle allegedly discovered Barro's actions on January 19 at the condo unit she shares with Rian in Makati. According to the beauty queen, Barro's wife contacted her and reported finding several sensitive images related to her that were in her husband's possession. After that, Michelle allegedly confronted Barro, and later on, he admitted to taking the sensitive images from the beauty queen actress's room. The complaint furthered that the accused returned the copies of the sensitive images. So, if I understand this correctly, yung asawa ni Barro, who I feel also works with Michelle D or in the condo, nahanap niya yung ampaw sa possession ng husband niya. Nalaman ni Michelle D, ni Rian Ramos na yung mga images na to o yung ampaw nasa driver nila, and now kinonfront nila yung driver. Binalik nung driver yung ampaw together with those images, and then sinampahan ng kaso yung driver for theft. Right? Now, there's an angle here that's saying binabawian lang nung driver sina Rian Ramos at Michelle D dahil sa pagsampa sa kanya nung kaso. But we don't know that. That's not factually stated. It's only an angle people are trying to make sense out of online. Okay? Wala pang truth yun. But so far, I hope you're following. And then we move on, right? We have that. And then earlier today, sinabi dito ni Archangel, nasa Iloilo daw si Rian Ramos at si Michelle D according to their makeup artist. So the timeline, which we will review later, we have the full timeline later. Apparently, Michelle D, Rian Ramos couldn't have possibly detained or mauled or hurt the driver because on the day that the driver claims that it happened, nasa Iloilo yung dalawang to. So, there is a mismatch in terms of dates and also makes a perfect alibi for Michelle D and Rian Ramos. So, makeup artist Dave Kiambao claimed that the beauty queen actress Michelle D and actress Rian Ramos were in Iloilo on January 17. The mentioned date was allegedly the day when Bonifacio Baro, alias Totoy, Rian's driver, was illegally detained by the Kapuso Stars. Baro filed a complaint against the three female celebrities at the NBI on Wednesday, January 28, 2026. Before we move on, take note in the legal statement, although andito na si Baro at nag-file daw ng complaint, wala pang natatanggap yung lawyer. So that's also a loose end. We don't know yet. Could it have been na gumawa siya ng statement sa NBI? Pero sa totoo lang, hindi na nag-push through yung kaso. Na ano na ba to? Na naareglohan ka agad? Nagkaroon na ba ng out-of-court settlement right then and there? And that the story is just gonna die a natural death? Or is there something missing? Are we still waiting? Because that's the only time, apparently, according to the lawyer, na magre-reply or magbibigay ng statement yung dalawang to. Because until that happens, until there is an official case filed by the driver, according to this statement by the lawyer, hindi magsasalita si Rian Ramos at si Michelle D. Fine. Makes sense. After all, I mean, it's a very sensitive topic and they are celebrities. So they have to be careful with how they respond to all allegations as well. Okay, so allegedly he was detained at Michelle and Rian's condominium unit for 3 days from January 17 to January 20. So yung timeline ng driver, 17 to 20, pero imposible daw yun kasi nasa Iloilo naman daw sila nung 17. Okay? It was said that he was brought to the Makati police and Michelle D filed a qualified theft complaint against Bonifacio Baro. We already know that. Legal counsel has released a statement debunking Baro's allegations. We know that already. There is something missing though, chat. Okay? There is something different here though because paano nangyari ito ng January 17 nasa Iloilo kami? We don't know how long they were in Iloilo for. 'Di ba? We don't know how long he was how long the girls were in Iloilo for. 1 and 2, there could still be a gap in memory here. Pwedeng it could have happened January 18 ng madaling araw. So akala niya 17. I mean, there's just so much room for error. But it's a good alibi na nung 17 nasa Iloilo yung mga babae. But that could mean many things, right? Is it a day trip? Were they there for a week? Were they there for 5 days? Were they there the entire time na sinabi ni Totoy, yung driver ni Rian Ramos, na na-detain siya? Could he have been detained there tapos lumipad na ng Iloilo yung tatlo? But then again, that wouldn't make sense because inupakan din daw siya or binugbog. So there are many missing pieces of the story. Isa na dito yung sinabi dito ni Just Libra na paano daw siya nakatalon from the 39th floor. And I think we have that here. When he tried to escape, he claimed he was detained on the 39th floor, and when he tried to escape to end his life, he jumped out of the window from the 39th floor, but his attempt hit a snag when an electrical cable stopped his fall and swung him back into the 25th floor. They caught him again and brought him back to the 39th floor and assaulted him again. So, gets ko na. Gets ko na yung sinasabi ni LG na nag-Indiana Jones yung driver. What can you say about this? We don't know yet. Okay, so yeah, Iloilo is just 2 hours away, but also again, how long were they in Iloilo for, right? That's a qualified question din naman. Yes, hindi pwede 17 because they were together, but again, 3 days yung detainment. Kulang pa tayo sa information, we don't know enough. And then the CN Gaza blind item resurfaced. So these are just cherry on top. More hearsay than anything else because as much of a cliffhanger as it is, wala pa talaga tayong alam eh. Wala talagang info. There are no facts out there. Nothing is verified. This has to be investigated properly. Again, we don't want another Vong Navarro situation, and we also want to make sure that, you know, as we cover this story, we try to be as objective as possible. Gusto lang talaga natin malaman kung ano talaga yung nangyari, 'di ba? Not necessarily accuse somebody right away. We want to see all possible angles ng walang bias. Okay? CN Gaza blind item resurfaced, and basically nag-resurface lang yung blind item na yon ni CN Gaza because 2 years ago, the 3 girls, for the first time I suppose, were all framed in a situation where they have romantic involvement with each other. Hearsay pa rin. Okay? Despite this being said by CN Gaza, despite the tweet from 2 years ago resurfacing, let's not forget, pati yan, hearsay. Nagkataon lang din. Could it be coincidence na yung tatlong to magkakasama and lahat sila na involved din sa sensitive photos, quote-unquote? We don't know. And until we get more facts about this, we can only speculate. Okay, now here are some Reddit threads that have slightly talked about this. Rian Ramos and Michelle D. Nambugbog. Can we actually watch the TV Patrol here? TV Patrol, Rian Ramos and Michelle D. Here we go. I think we can watch it.
Kasama ang Volunteers Against Crime and Corruption of VACC nagtungo sa tanggapan ng National Bureau of
Why is it laggy?
Investigation sa Pasay City, si alias Totoy, 40 anyos, na nagpakilalang driver at personal assistant ng aktres na si Rian Ramos. Inirereklamo niya ang kanyang amo, kaibigan nitong Beauty Queen actress na si Michelle D, 2 bodyguard at 2 member ng PNP. Kwento ng complainant, noong January 17, pagkagaling sa isang taping, bigla raw siyang persang iniakyat sa condo unit ni Ramos at D. Pinaamin daw siya tungkol sa angpaw na umuloy kinuha niya mula sa condo unit. Naglalaman daw ang angpaw ng ilang mga sensitibong larawan.
Kinausap ako ng pulis, nasa iyo ba talaga? Sabi ko, wala po sir, sabi ko.
Sa condo unit,
I read somewhere na apparently hindi police yung kumausap sa kanya. It's more like the bodyguard.
kinulong daw siya ng 3 araw habang paulit-ulit na binubugbog ng 2 bodyguard ni D.
Bigla pa akong hinatak ng 2 bodyguard. Tapos yun, nagbubugbog na ako sa loob. Sinisipa ako, suntok, kahit sa gilid ng CR.
Si D, kasama raw sa gumulpi sa kanya.
Binugbog ka muna ni
Michelle.
Sino Michelle?
Michelle D.
Paano kanya binugbog?
Pinatayo ako niya, tapos sinikpurahan ako, sabi niya, akin na. sa akin para matapos ang ano natin, usapan akin na yun. Tapi sabi ko, ma'am, wala po sa akin. Pag sabi ko wala, titirahin na naman niya ako. Binugahan niya ako ng alcohol, buong katawan ko, pati mata ko. Tapos yung ginawakan niya dito, tinusok mata ko ng dalawang daliri niya.
Pati umano si Ramos, sinaktan din siya.
Sinapak po niya ako dito.
Wow. Very very descriptive. Right? The details are very unique as well. Alcohol, binuhusan ng alcohol. Right? Siguro dahil may galos na may mga sugat na yung katawan niya, tapos binuhusan ng alcohol, sobrang sobrang hapdi nun. I don't know why. Binuhusan siya ng alcohol.
Nakainom siya eh. Tapos binatokan niya ako dito, di ko mabilang, walang bisis.
Hindi ko ma-verify yung timeline actually. Kung may police or may bodyguard or both na involved. So thank you for that, MJ.
Pero giit ni Totoy, wala sa kanya ang hinahanap na larawan.
Lumapit sa akin si Ma'am Rian. Sabi Ma'am Rian sa akin, ibigay mo na kasi yung isa na yun. Sabi ko, ma'am, wala po. Wala akong maibigay. Sabi ko, kasi wala sa akin.
Sa isang punto, may narinig daw siyang pag-uusap ng mga bodyguard.
Eh, may narinig ako na atapusan nila ako. Tapusin mo lang buhay ko. Kaya tumalon ako.
Saan ka naman sir?
Sa 39 floor. Nung pagtalong ko pa pag-dive ko ng 39 floor sa bintana sa kusina, basta nag-dive lang ako. 25 floor, sabi ng guard.
25.
Opo, may nawakan pa ako na lubid. Nung nakawag pa ako sa lubid, bukas pa yung 25 floor, nakapasok pa ako sa may...
That is an insane story. Even just on its own, di ba? That's an insane story. Imagine, ang taas ng 39th floor, ah. And of course, we're talking about wealthy individuals here. So when we say 39th floor, we're not talking about a regular 39th floor. We're probably talking about condominiums kung saan mga high ceiling bawat floor. So pagdating mo ng 39th floor, sobrang tuktok ka, no?
Kwarto may kusina ng mga babae. Parang kwarto siya. Doon ako dumaan. At po pagbaba ko, mayroon na po nakabang doon yung OIC. Tapos yung bodyguard niya. Yung dinampot ulit ako, inakit ako sa taas ulit.
Noong January 19, dinala raw siya ni na Michelle D sa istasyon ng pulis at inireklamo ng
Ayun, so January 19, dito na yata papasok yung police.
qualified theft. Doon, nakaranas daw muli siya ng pananakit.
Sabi sa akin, bukuan mo ang kamay mo. Pinanyang ko sir yung kamay ko. Hinampas siya bigla ng parang sa arnis. Yung parang sa kawayan. Bigla ito sir namula. Mabas agad ng dugo. Tapos paglabas niya, yung isa naman medyo mataba na mababa.
If this only happened January 19, 10 days ago, wouldn't he have scars? I think pwede pa siya magpa-medico legal. Wouldn't he have scars? Wouldn't he have marks on his body? Right? January 17 to January, kailan ba to? 28? Diba? That's still enough time for the wounds to still be visible.
Baba na pulis, pagpasok niya, nakachinilas lang kasi ako eh. Paka niya pa ako, didiin niya.
Pato siya.
Oo, parang kumbat.
Noong January 22, nakalabas daw siya ng police station, makarang indismiss ng Makati Prosecutor's Office ang reklamong inihain laban sa kanya. Kanina, ipinakita sa amin ni alias Totoy ang mga sugat na kanyang tinamo na resulta umano ng ginawang pananakit sa kanya.
We took recognition of the case kasi may timbang. Una, yung he was detained for 3 days.
This is president of VACC. What's VACC? Volunteers Against Crime and Corruption. Ooh. They took the case dahil may timbang daw.
Tapos, physically, sinaktan siya.
Kung ang ebidensya ay nagbibigay para sampahan ng isang kaso.
Wow. I can't believe that the director of the NBI is involved.
So, itong mga nasa likod ng krimen na kanyang binabanggit ay gagawin natin.
Ang weird though, GMA yung nagko-cover. I think GMA is taking a very objective approach. I read in one of the comments, I think we'll see it later, na yes, GMA talent si Rian Ramos, pero for GMA to not take this would be probably perceived as a bigger issue, right? Because kung magkaroon ng media blackout, magiging masyadong fishy yung situation. So I suppose GMA took a calculated step in covering this. And if I'm not mistaken, other news outlets are more biased. Whereas GMA daw, mas objective yung approach.
Kasama rin sa kanyang inireklamo ang kaibigan ni Ramos at D na beauty queen na si Samantha Panlilio na nanakit din daw sa kanya. Ang kanyang reklamo,
Oh, pati si Samantha na nakit din daw. Akala ko involved lang sa photos.
pinanumpaan na niya kanina sa NBI. Ayon sa abogado ni Ramos at D, sasagot sila sa oras na makakuha sila ng kopya ng reklamong isinumite ng complainant. Pero giit nila, wala raw insidente ng illegal detention dahil si alias Totoy daw ay residente rin ng kondo bilang
That's the fishy one for me. That's the fishy one for me. I don't think they should have like it's like saying, well, he was detained but it's not illegal because he belongs to that house. I don't know. I don't like this statement. I feel like this statement is too fishy.
driver ni Ramos. Ang huli raw insidente ng kanyang mga kliyente kay alias Totoy ay maghain si D ng kasong kriminal para sa qualified theft laban kay alias Totoy at nagsauli pa raw siya ng ilang gamit kay D. Wala raw maisip na ibang dahilan sina Ramos at D sa reklamo ni alias Totoy kundi para makaganti sa kanila sa qualified theft case.
Gets. So right now, they're trying to say na si Totoy ginagawa to para lang mabawi yung qualified theft case. Pero umamin na rin si Totoy, di ba? Sa theft case. Siguro di niya lang... I don't want to make any wild speculations here. But you remember Sian Gaza having a very descriptive statement or post about the photo or a photo. What if the photo is missing because it's with Sian Gaza? Nah, I'm just playing, Chad. That's one of the wild speculations also. So again, easily hearsay.
As of the moment, we do not have a copy of the complaint yet. So we have to get a copy of the complaint first before we can answer all the allegations against our client. The last incident that he had with the driver of Rian is
Yeah, they're like admitting na dinakip nila yung tao. Pero hindi illegal dahil residente siya ng bahay.
during the time na nag-file siya ng qualified theft. There were medical certificates before the arrest and meron din namang mugshots na wala namang nakita doon sa if there would be allegations of physical injury.
Oo nga, no. Kung January 70... Okay, hold on. Kung January 17 siya dinetain, by the 19th, dinala na siya sa kulung, not prison, sa jail. 'Di ba? And then dun siya tinorture pa ng mas lalo ng police. The mugshots should reveal some marks on his body. But again, attorney gaming dito, 'di ba? They will of course do what they can to prove innocence because that's the assumption. Diba? Okay, I mean sinabi rin ng driver, sinabi rin ng driver, 'di ba? Pati yung mata tinusok, pati mata niya tinusok. So wouldn't there be some evidence of his eyes looking odd in the mugshot kung meron man? We don't know yet, chat. We don't know yet. Police has ways to hurt you without leaving a mark. Sabi ni Romeo. Okay. Dalawang beauty queens at isang actress. So this one is already covered. Basically, luma na pala tong Reddit thread. Imagine a Reddit thread being old after one day. Alam naman nating madaling patahimikin si Ogie if the price is right. Illegal detention, any encounters with Michelle D? Too early to give comments. That should be energy that we should be having right now. Everything that we say, assumptuous and hearsay lang. Because ayaw nga natin na mangyari ulit yung nangyari kay Vong Navarro. Now, interestingly enough, biglang may ganito. Sam Versosa and Will Dasovich dawit sa issue ng driver ni Rian Ramos. So what do we have here? VACC President Boy Evangelista, the guy with the salt and pepper hair, claims that Rian Ramos became upset with her driver for allegedly giving information to her ex-boyfriend Sam Versosa. Evangelista also alluded to Ramos's rumored romance with Will Dasovich. Ooh, what's that? Okay, let's read this. Oh, wow, it's a pretty long... no, it's not long. Basahin natin to, chat. Nabanggit ang pangalan ng ex-boyfriend ni Rian Ramos na si Sam Versosa nang makausap ng cabinet files ang presidente ng VACC na si Boy Evangelista ngayong Huwebes. Si Evangelista ang tumutulong kay Bonifacio Barro, ang driver at personal assistant ni Rian, na nag-akusa ng di umano'y pananakit sa kanya ng actress, pati na ng mga kaibigan nitong Michelle D. at Samantha Panlilio. Di umano nagalit si Rian kay Barro dahil sa paratang na nagbibigay ito ng impormasyon kay Sam mula nang makipaghiwalay ang actress sa TV host Businessman bago matapos ang 2025. Lahat ni Evangelista patungkol kay Barro, nakausap daw siya ni Sam Versosa. Mabait daw yung Sam. Umiiyak, sabi niya. Sana alagaan mo ang ate mo, mapagsabihan mo. Hiniwalayan kasi siya, kaya iyak ng iyak. Umiiyak daw si Sam, mabait daw. Tinanong ko si Sam ba, hindi kasama sa pambugbog? Hindi raw. Sinabi ni Evangelista, si VACC President, isang vlogger na parang nagkasakit ang napapabalitang kapalit ni Sam sa puso ni Rian. Nadadamay sa usapin ang Filipino-American vlogger na si Will Dasovich dahil tumutugma sa pagkatao niya ang pagsasalarawan ni Evangelista tungkol sa di umano'y bagong karelasyon ni Rian. And then, of course, Michelle D. in Iloilo, January 17. Okay, now, if all these dates are confusing to you, worry not, because a hero from Chika PH put everything together. The full details of Michelle D., Rian Ramos, and Samantha Panlilio versus Driver. Now, if this couldn't be any more comprehensive, right, we have this. We have this to basically round everything up so that we have a great idea of what actually happened. Now, what we're gonna do is we're not gonna read every single word here, but what we're gonna be doing instead is to verify what we've just read and set these scenes on the timeline para may idea tayo sa nangyayari. Because if I remember correctly, January 17, 18 na detain, 19 kinulong. Diba? Tapos tinorture sa more. 20 I suppose pinalaya dahil yung city prosecutor dismissed the case. And then 28 ni-report sa NBI, and it's only the 29th today. Okay? Now, before we go and basically summarize everything that happened, press 1 chat if you want to join today's raffle. Yeah, he had colon cancer. Maraming rumors eh. One rumor I remember reading was basically yung asawa ni Totoy, sinabi raw na may sensitive photos binigay kay Totoy, or at least binigay, and then sinumbong yata nung asawa sa kina Rian, nalaman ni na Rian, binalik yung ampaw pero kulang ng isang photo, di ba? And then may qualified theft case. Kumaga, there's very limited facts right now. That's why we have to at least know what the facts are so that as the story uncovers, we end up learning more. Okay? Totoo. Hey June, got you. How to join, Crystal? All you gotta do is move on over to YouTube. Release the ampaw. I'm more curious to know if what the driver is saying is the truth. What do you think though, chat? What's weird with it? I think knowing that they're celebrities and that they actually hold and maintain a lot of power, I'm not surprised that this story is surfacing. Right? Doesn't mean what they did doesn't mean na yung ginawa nila nangyari talaga. But just because of the general idea of celebrities and how hard their lives must be. Kapag dating sa mga pagdating dito, right? Oh, so you mean, Crystal, aliga dito sa YouTube, same username. Dito ka mag-1. Live din tayo dito. I suppose if that photo leaks, LJ, it could be the end of their careers. Maybe that's why the actors or people or the characters of this story went to lengths para lang ma-retrieve yung photo na yun or yung missing item. 'Di ba? It could be career ending, it could be really messed up, that missing photo, because right now we don't really know. Pwede MJ or literal na wala lang. Like maybe one of the, it could be that one of the girls literally just misplaced it. Akala nila hindi binalik ni Baro. Because that could be equally true. I mean, right now we're all just speculating. Diba? But that could be the truth too. Now what if nawawala lang talaga? or worse, what if sinabi ba ilan yung photos? Parang may naaalala akong 10 yata yung photos. What if 9 lang talaga yung photos to begin with? What if yung isang photo napunta kay Cian Gaza? So, we really don't know anything. It's right now I want to see this as entertainment. Right? It's entertainment value because it's drama and it's intriguing. But in all honesty, is it gonna solve world hunger? I don't think so. Is it going to cure poverty in the Philippines? I don't think so. It's right now, I feel, just chika. Diba? Drama, rumors, fun to talk about. But I do hope that by the end of this, truth will come out. Pinampunas yung 10th photo ng ano. But I get you, MJ, na parang it's such a petty mistake, or it's such a careless mistake na could have otherwise been hidden or be done with ng walang makakalaman ever. What's up, Tina? O, diba yung flood control projects? Wag na muna yun. Ampaw muna yung pag-usapan natin. Pero nawala na yung flood control projects sa media. Ang odd, no? Anywho, let's look at the full details. Maybe we'll be able to learn more or perhaps find details in here. Diba? So January 17, presahang umanong kiniladkad ni Rian Ramos at 2 bodyguard ang driver na si Totoy sa kondo ni Rian upang bugbugin. Dahil sa umano'y hinihinalaang siya ang nagnakaw ng ampaw na naglalaman mga sensitibong litrato. Kinabukasan ay nakita niyang dumating ang 2 pang sina Michelle D. Chan, I wanna read this. Is it okay if I read this? Can we read this together? Because this is very comprehensive. It has dates. Look at that, from the 17th till the 28th. So let's go. Kinabukasan ay nakita niyang dumating ang 2 pang sina Michelle D at Samantha Panlilio na kapwa binugbog din siya. Sa laysay ni Totoy, wala umano sa kanya I'll highlight it para mas madaling mabasa. Wala sa kanya umano ang ampaw at hindi niya ito ninakaw. Makailang beses umano siyang binugbog ng mga bodyguard, maging sina Rian, Samantha at Michelle ay binugbog siya. 3 araw siyang paulit-ulit na binugbog at ikinulong ni Rian at Michelle sa nasabing kondo. So this is all January 17 to Jan 20. Kala ko 19 siya dinala sa... January 17, 3 araw binugbog at kinulong. Wait, we'll relive. TikTok is super sensitive. Nagpakita lang tayo ng articles from a different website. Nagko-complain na siya. Anyway, so yun na nga, 'di ba? Tama yung pagkakaalala ko. 70 of course. Right. 1780 in my head 17 to 20. Okay, so 17, 18, 19 yung bugbog. Tumulan siya mula sa 39th floor, landed to the 25th floor kasi may nasalo siyang lubid. This is the part to me that's still crazy because there has to be CCTV footage of this, right? If anything, there has to be footage of that. Because we all know that, they probably live in a condo that's highly secure. I don't think they live in any condo. At sa bawat hallway ng mga condo na to, may mga cameras yan for sure. Right? So, there has to be some footage of this. But I don't think this is something that's easily going to be retrieved. Because again, if they do live in these highly secured condos, trust that it will take forever for these condos to release that footage. Because last thing that these condos would... Anong condo sila? Let's just look for it. Rian Ramos condo where? I'm sure it's Googleable. Mansion ni Rian Ramos at San Versosa sa QC. You know what? I don't think it's legal to search that, so we're not gonna search it. But basically, if it is if the condo is by a developer that's very reputable, imagine the repercussions that would happen if they do release a CCTV footage, because yung mga clients, yung mga nakatira doon might feel threatened by the publicizing of those CCTV footage. So I don't think we're gonna see any CCTV footage, to be honest, unless it ends up being as big as Vong Navarro and Denise Cornejo, where the news got or the allegations got escalated into higher courts. I don't think we're gonna see CCTV footage. No way i-release ng building nila yung CCTV footage. Anyway, January 19, dinala sa pulisya si Totoy, nina Rian at Michelle dahil sa pagnanakaw niya. January 19, pinakawalan siya at dinismiss ang kaso dahil walang pagpapatunay na siya talaga ang nagnakaw ng ampaw. Jan 28, nagsampa ng kaso si Totoy. Wala pang sagot ang mga inaakusahan sa sinampang kaso sa kanila. So that's it, chat. Actually, we're pretty much updated. We got all our dates right. Everything here that we've just read is something that we are pretty much updated with. Now, the question is, ano ang reply ng mga tao? There you go. Ilabas ang CCTV sa lobby at elevator at hallway ng condo nang malaman kung ilan araw nga ba di lumabas ang driver sa condo unit. Mukhang marurule out na ito. Rian Ramos and MD's defense already said that the driver lives inside the condo. Ang bilis, no? How can you be like it becomes so much harder to prove. Diba? It becomes so much harder to prove, and him eventually, or CCTV footage of him eventually showing na 3 days nga bago siya lumabas ng condo could easily mean anything. Kung nakatira siya dun, it's gonna be so much harder to prove that he was detained kung sinabi na dun siya nakatira. Maybe that was the big brain move by the attorney. Because nung una, akala natin, di ba, na with the attorney saying na dun siya nakatira, there can't be any detainment, akala natin, oops, you kind of just admitted something there. But then again, maybe they're a step ahead. By saying that, they can nobody can anymore pursue the detainment issue. Kasi dun nga talaga siya nakatira. Diba? So wala eh. Ako nga naka-work from home. Minsan 3 weeks straight na hindi lumalabas. My pantry is full and all my bills are paid online. Diba? But there is, there could be footage of the 2 bodyguards bringing the driver up. Right? Kasi yun yung sinabi, diba? Inakyat yung driver tsaka binugbog. Nung nag-Indiana Jones siya from the 39th floor, kinuha ulit siya ng mga bodyguard tas inakyat ulit. So, January 18, see? When that happened, January 18, kung kailan tumalun siya, from the 39th floor to the 25th floor, inakyat lang uli siya. Intercepted by the actress's bodyguard. So, there could be footage of that as well, right? Other comments. Ito na ba ang entry for January 2026? Mukhang mauuna pa silang makulong kaysa sa mga kurakot. My gosh. No bail ang mga kinaso. Medyo naniniwala ako dito dahil lang sa isang clue. Ampaw na naglalaman ng sensitibong litrato. Basta may ganun ang chismis. And these people have weird fetishes din eh. Pero mukhang maglilinis ang taga-media neto. Nagspluk si Sian Gaza dito 2 years ago. So, there's that angle too, which, makes it a little bit more spicy. But it adds no real value, honestly. Because the value that I'm personally looking for is the truth of what really happened to the driver. That's all that's what I'm invested in the most. Medyo sus yung ibang statement, pero if true, grabe, parang movie lang. Nag-ala action star si Kuya para makatakas. Na-unleash yung Kera Mitena side ni Rian. Sinapian ata siya ni Gargan. What? Naisip ko rin ito. Tumalon from the 39th floor tapos nakakuha ng lubid na sasabitan from 25th floor pababa. Lakas maka-action star. So yeah, that's also a fishy statement from the driver. Then again, if you're being beat up, right? If you're going through a traumatic scenario, your memory is gonna be messed up. So that's also something that we have yet to verify. How true are the statements being said by the driver? Oh, sa TikTok, loading lang ako. I don't know why either. Till now? Kasi napagalitan ako ng TikTok. Akala siguro niya pera laman ng ampaw kaya ninakaw. Kapatid ng magnanakaw ay sinungaling. Parang ang daming loophole sa kwento ni Kuya. Anyways, manyak pa din siya at may balak din ata mang blackmail. Ooh, that's a take. Manyak pa din siya at may balak din ata mang blackmail. Ooh. Oh boy, if these are all true, these three women just made things worse for themselves. No one even know about this if they did not illegally detain the driver. Streisand effect. Streisand effect, by the way, chat, is when you publicly tell the Streisand effect is basically when something is kept private or secret, but the fact that it was kept private or secret only intrigues more people to know more about it. When the original idea or intent was to keep it secret so that nobody knows about it. Yeah. It has to do with Barbara Streisand. I believe may issue si Barbara Streisand. They tried to keep it secret. And then, dahil nga ginawa siyang secret, mas naging ano pa siya. Mas naging issue. Here. A social phenomenon where attempts to suppress, censor, or hide information backfire, causing it to become more widely known and viral. Coined in 2005 by Mike Masnick, it is named after Barbara Streisand, whose 2003 lawsuit to remove an aerial photo of her home actually increased its visibility from 6 downloads to hundreds of thousands of views. So it is about Barbara Streisand. Miss Maricar. I wonder what would happen if we accept the invite for the live. Yeah. Yeah, walang straight walang clear definition yung ibig sabihin ng detention for us for illegal detainment. So technically it could still be that, right? Na nakatira siya doon. So how can somebody make a case na detained siya doon? Even if na-detain siya doon. It's tough. Right? So, yun na nga, di ba? They're taking advantage of the fact that vague yung definition ng illegal detainment and that it becomes very hard to prove. Yeah. But how do you prove that? Technically, if the truth is that dun talaga siya nakatira pero deprived siya of liberty, how do you prove that now? When nobody saw it. Or nobody knows the details except the people involved. Kaya ginawa na ng kaya kayo na yung press release kaagad ng attorney. Alright, chat. Press 1 if you want to join. Barnes is joining. Got you, Barnes. Yeah, semantics. Or I guess just the fact that it will be hard to prove. Gets bad? Like, he could have actually been illegally detained. Or he could have been held hostage in his own home. Yes, that's all possible. That could be the truth. But how does one prove it now? Because it becomes their word against the drivers. So I believe they know the truth. It's just that it's gonna be impossible to prove. Well, at least currently, you're right. Kasi eventually si Vong napatunayan, di ba? Yeah. I don't think the CCTV... That's my bet. My bet is that the CCTV footage will not be released. Because if that CCTV footage gets released, it will be to the detriment of the property developers. Like, imagine if they live in Ayala Premier, right? Imagine if they live in a Ayala Land Premier na condo or a Rockwell property. And then, Rockwell releases the CCTV footage. It goes public, naging national. The entire country gets to look at the CCTV footage. Diba? Sobrang magiging cautious ang residents ng Rockwell at ng Ayala Land Premier. Sino ba ang mga clients nila? Diba? Kung hindi yung mga pinakamayayaman, yung mga 1% ng society. And what does the 1% of society love more than anything else? Privacy. And, it could be a bad look for these developers if the CCTV goes public. The fact that, let's say I live in Rockwell or I live in Ayala Land na premier development, and then nalaman ko na yung CCTV footage ni release, I'll be a little hesitant, right? I'll be a little iffy about how well my developer protects me. I paid what? 20 million for my studio, probably 50 million for my 1-bedroom, 80 million for my 2-bedroom, probably even 100 million. And then, yung CCTV footage nung lobby ko ni-release. How will I do all my wrongdoings? Paano ko ngayon itatago yung pera sa condo ko? 'Di ba may issue na lumabas. Yung 1-bedroom ginagawang money vault. That's true. Or probably best case scenario, the developers will release the video but will probably be in agreement with authorities na bawal gawing public yung video. Paano mag-gift membership through iOS? Caleb, you got to go through Safari. This is what you got to do. So, go to Safari, open YouTube, but don't do the open app. Tap on the icon, request desktop website. And then from there, magiging accessible na yung gifting memberships. Let's go, Caleb! May bala ka ba mag-gift? Let's go! I mean, like, I'm just betting. I'm just betting it's not gonna happen. Got you, Caleb. I'm betting it won't happen because these condos will fight tooth and nail for the privacy of their residents. Even especially if it's an issue like this. Yung 1-bedroom ginawang plantation. I don't know about that one though, but that will be hilarious. Lakas ng amoy nun, no? Imagine mo yung kapitbahay mo. Oh, what's that smell? It smells dank. In the Philippines, I don't know about that one. When we're talking about the 1%, it becomes so much slower. Maybe it's not absolute, right? Na hindi siya makukuha. But it's gonna be so much slower. I believe they're 1%ers. I truly believe that. The three of them, very wealthy. Well, I mean, I'm not sure about families, but Michelle D, wealthy family. Backgrounds are, 1%ers. It also depends, right, on how good VACC is, and NBI is. Because if they're very good at their jobs, they will be able to easily get the CCTV footage. So I agree. So it's going to be now a battle of how willing is the NBI, or how willing is the VACC to fight these media giants, these developers, para ma-release yung footage or yung CCTV. Hopefully, I mean, like, honestly, I want the truth. That's what I want. My bet, like, I'm just taking a bet that it's not gonna happen. In fact, because of the Vong Navarro issue, where remember when the CCTV footage got leaked? Like, it wasn't even meant to be shown publicly. And pero na-leak yung footage ng CCTV ni Vong Navarro. What happened there? When that footage leaked, initially, the only impression it left on people was the wrong one. That it only strengthened the position of Denise Cornejo, na pinuntahan talaga siya ni Vong Navarro. But, you know, much later on, we realized that, yes, it is true na pinuntahan siya ni Vong Navarro, pero hindi pala siya yung perpetrator in that case. So I think that's a case. That's a good case against releasing the CCTV footage publicly. So baka ang mangyari, one of the things I mentioned earlier is, yes, papayag yung developer i-release yung CCTV, pero it's only gonna be viewed privately. Because the last that they would want is to risk the security of their residents, or get the story twisted prematurely. Yeah, but at the time, right? At the time, and I think it was only months later that we found out that the opposite was true. The story, the CCTV only confirmed initially yung kwento ni Denise na pinuntahan siya ni Vong. I remember the story. Pinuntahan siya ni Vong, tried to advance sexually. Nagsumbong si Denise sa friends niya, tas binugbog si Vong. Remember? And then what was the CCTV footage? The CCTV footage showed Vong in the elevator and then showed Vong na binugbog. It only strengthened Denise Cornejo's case. But again, it's just one piece of the evidence. It's not the entire truth. So I feel like that's gonna be one hurdle na kailangan ilaban ng NBI or ng VACC so that they're able to obtain footage. Yo, what's up, SC? Okay, any more names? We're gonna look for other things tonight to talk about. Yeah, feel ko yun yung pinaka mangyayari. Privately lang i-view yung CCTV footage. It's gonna be viewed privately or not at all. That's my bet. That's my bet. Like, I just don't see it happening. Imagine living in a condo like they do, and then footage of the condo that I live in gets leaked. Like, even if I have nothing to do with it, right? That would suck. Because it brings the wrong attention to the property. Walking 40 kilometers? What's 40 kilometers? QC to Baguio. 246 kilometers. What is 40 kilometers from Quezon City. There, so it's basically QC to Bulacan. Do it. Do it. Why? What's the goal here, SC? What's the goal, SC? On walking from Pasig to ATC then back. Just for fun? Good takes, Romeo. That's why I think that's what makes this story exciting to follow. Because we know so little. Anything could be possible. Do it, SC. Just don't forget to wear sunblock. Okay, para safe. Okay. So, developing story to. I'm pretty sure we're gonna be covering this again tomorrow. Speaking of tomorrow, chat, let me just update you with something here. Our stream schedule tomorrow is going to be in the afternoon. Reason being, I have to film some things in the evening because I have deliverables by Saturday. What's that? There you go. So 3 to 5 p.m. yung stream natin bukas. Afternoon stream, chat. Afternoon stream celebrating Benny Fam January celebrants. What's up, pal? Afternoon stream, don't forget, for our Cakey Do. What if ito rin yung situation ngayon no? Wife swap challenge? The heck? Anong oras? 3 to 5 p.m. 3 to 5 p.m. We're gonna be celebrating a lot of familiar names tomorrow, chat. Dino, Mok, Gee, Pau, OJ, right? Ron. And I may be missing others too, but we are going to be celebrating lots of birthdays. Even Ignatius. Hello again. You guys home now? Okay, let's talk about something else, chat. What else do we have here? Grabe, no? The Chica PH must be having a field day. What is this? May resibo. Filipino VTuber Gerard D. Rexford. Filipino VTuber. Raises 500k via charity stream for typhoon victims. Donates to Angat Buhay. Wow. Wow. I haven't heard of... Wow. Wait, let's check it out, chat. Gerard D. Rexford raises 500k. Yo! What the heck? W's in the chat for Caleb. Chat, W's for Caleb. W's. Let's go. Oh, WT to June. Wait. WT to June. So apparently, maybe, tama ba pagkakaintindi ko, Tito June, with the help of Caleb, Check this out. 7-hour stream. 10-hour stream. By Filipino
Where
V2.
are we supposed to go? Other than the fact that this is a shortcut. Okay, so if it is a shortcut, then it might
This isn't the best place to fight.
should be telling us where to go to.
Yo! Sobrang cool nito. Wait, does he also have Twitch? I want to know more about this guy. Gerard T. Rexford. No Twitch. He's so young. He's only 21. Ang mortal enemy ni Levi naging member na rin. Si Hayun. Okay. Wow, he has his own virtual YouTuber wiki. Fluent in English and Filipino with a sprinkle of Japanese, he excels not only in voice acting but also takes pleasures in showcasing his diverse vocal range. With a passion for money, dinosaurs, shocks, crocs, pizza, and thighs, Gerard finds joy in simple pleasures, firmly believing in the uplifting power of pizza in any situation. That's such a cool bio. Buti pa tong VTuber generous. Samantalang itong Vingot. Oh no, that's not a good way. That's not a good word to say. Traitorous, why? Wait, I'm so confused. So WT to June. WT to June. Thank you, Caleb, for the help. Friends siya with Iron Mouse. Wow. Wait, let's check out his YouTube. Man. That's the dream, huh? That's the dream. He's live too. That's the dream. A Pinoy YouTube live streamer.
Where are we supposed to go? Other than the fact that this is a shortcut.
Wait, he's live now. Why can't we see it? Oh, it's gonna be live in 700 days. What's happening here? Scheduled for December 31, 2027. Oh, he streams to Japan and the Philippines. There you go. Japan Standard Time, Philippine Standard Time. What's JST? Wow. And then that's how he shows the schedule for the week. So smart. So smart. Ganun siya nagpapakita ng schedule. Wow, so cool. What else does he do? Levi. I wanna ask him for tips.
Okay, shut the fuck up. Okay, enough. Hello, everybody. My name is Gerard T. Rexford, and welcome to a very special episode of Sorority! And today I'm joined by two very special guests. Take it away!
Hey guys, my name is Graham from Sip and Spill.
And my name is the one and only child of light, enemy of darkness, the one and only dinosaur incarnate, spirits of wind.
So, mostly Japanese ba yung viewers niya? Dang. And what? Oh, he's so cool. Ako rin, hindi ako updated dito eh. Pero naaliw lang ako na meron tayong Filipino VTuber. Okay, meron tayong Filipino VTuber. Meron tayong Filipino live streamer na sikat and doing really well for himself on YouTube. One day, chat. One day. One day we're gonna make it.
How can it just be one policeman?
We are laggy as hell.
Well, because...
Dayo. Esta skill issue dayo, coño! Carajo! ¿Cómo tú me vas a decir eso, coño? Ya no me vengas a joder con esa mierda.
Guys, Google Translate, what did she say? What did she say? What? What did she say? Am I getting insulted or what?
You wish you knew what I said.
Yeah, I wish because I'm afraid of what that meant. What is that? What did you say? What did you say?
I'm not gonna tell you.
Putang ng babae to, ayaw sabihin ko anong sinasabi. What the heck?
Oh my god, are you speaking? What the fuck?
Ayaw mo sabihin eh! Yan tuloy! Nagsasalita ako ng ganito!
Carajo, coño. No me venga a hablar de eso! What the fuck did you say to me?
Ano ba kasi sinabi niya?
What the fuck? Don't talk to me!
Don't talk to me!
What did you say to me?
What did you say to me?
I didn't say anything to you! I was talking to my chat!
Well, I was talking... Okay, yeah, I was talking about you and I didn't know what you...
Oh yeah, what did you...
That's funny. That's funny. Yo, he's cool, man. He's cool. I love this for him. I love this for him. Basically, may na-discover lang tayong VTuber. Filipino VTuber who raised 500K through a charity stream and then donated the money to Angat Buhay. Here's the receipt. Sorry for the wait. Thank you everybody so much for the donations. We're going to help a lot of people with this one. A big thank you to Angat Buhay. Like I said, I'd also participate in this. So I personally donated 100K for the cause. And a big shout out to Cover Corp for also donating their share. Thank you everyone so much. The funds will be used for rehabilitation projects by building temporary learning spaces, providing shelter kits in areas that were affected by the typhoons in November 2025 to help the affected communities get back on their feet. Damn. I mean, the cool thing about this is he can offset his taxes. Right? Because if he's able to earn this much in a charity stream, imagine what he earns regularly. And also the fact that he donated 100K. This can big time offset his taxes. And, you know, if you're smart, you can do that. There's nothing wrong with that. Because taxes, because charity or donations are tax deductible. So 529K worth of his taxes, pwede niya nang bawiin. Cool. Good move, man. Good. Yan ang magandang Pinoy pride. Cover Corp has been successful the past near decade or so. Their VTubers are a huge market share of VTubing, especially in Japan, and they also have English and Indonesian branches. Cover Corp is Japanese, and they're sticklers for paperwork confidentiality. I'm surprised he got the clearance to reveal this paperwork. Wow. Chat. Pesos. 500,000 pesos. Chat, I think we got to have a career change. I think we got to pivot our live streams now. I think we have to be VTubers. Yun yung next. I think that's the next thing. Solid, galing. May ilan palang Pinoy VTubers under HoloLive. I watch this Octavio dude sa Cosplay Mania dahil lang may target talaga akong Japanese artist. Pinoy din, he's a really good singer. The completionist could never. Solid. Solid. Oh, look, another take here. You know, from our discussion last night. Policing squammy behavior in BGC is not anti-poor. I write this because as someone whose family actually spent 50M to get a condo in BGC. Wow. Okay. Okay, I'm listening. We got the place because we like BGC. It has good infrastructure, nice places to eat, it's relatively safe. I don't know how anyone in their right mind would think that policing terrible behavior could ever be wrong. This is the same asinine mindset in Europe that allows the same scammers and pickpockets to ruin the tourist sites. In Paris and Rome, you will literally see heavily armed guards just stand there as the same pickpockets and scammers do the same thing to helpless tourists every single day. Should BGC only be for rich people? Hell no. But it should only be for people who have manners and are decent. People who don't make excessive noise, cause trouble, catcall, or make the place unsafe for undeserving people. Yeah, so I mean, I agree, right? Again, generally speaking, if you're causing trouble, you're not welcome anywhere. BGC included. I don't know why he used that as an intro. Maybe to verify yung authority niya na I am from BGC and I spent big money, so I have my words are justified. Di naman siguro pang-aasar sa poor, pero I guess he wanted to establish his authority. I'll see something else here. Kayong mga naghahanap ng gulo sa China ang tunay na pro-China dahil sa mga ginagawa niyo baka sa sobrang visit at pikon sa inyo ay mapilitan silang pasukin. What? I stand with Tatay Digong. I am not Filipino for nothing. Maybe yun, no? Yung sinabi ni Levy. If I live in a 50M condo, peasant. If I pay 50M for a condo in a premium place, I better get 50M worth of life quality in my place. Pwedeng humble brag, pero feeling ko establishing authority lang yun. Para lang malaman ng mga tao na, you know, I want to make sure that the place is good, right? I would guess kung 50M yung condo niya, that's probably going to be in that's probably a 2-bedroom in a sub-premium Ayala development or a 1-bedroom in a premium Ayala development. No! Chat, may VTuber na tayo na ano. We now have a VTuber avatar. Well, I didn't read the rest of the Reddit thread. So I don't know why sinabi niya yun. Let's go back to it. Maybe my reason kung ba't niya sinabi yung 50M. Hold on, let me just turn on the other light kasi turn off the other light kasi nakalimutan ko eh. I'll be here, chat. I'm not going anywhere. I just had to turn off the other light. Keep forgetting to turn it off. Who are the deserving people? Literally anybody who is decent. Props to Ayala for deploying more security. People have just gotten so used to poor people ruining things for everybody. In fact, the real government should police the non-BGC parts of Manila the same way. No tolerance for shitty behavior. It's not only rich people who get to enjoy BGC. The people who work there as servers, cashiers, or road cleaners, they deserve to enjoy it too. Why? Yeah, unnecessary sabihin yun. If the message is to basically say that we gotta make our spaces safe, then then I don't know why kailangan sabihin to. Yeah. Yeah, okay. I get it now, MJ. I thought my reason, like I thought he needed to say this to establish authority so he could justify what he was about to say, but I guess you don't need to say 50M. I mean, why not two, right? Maybe ano lang. I'm anonymous on the internet. Might as well say it. It's not anti-poor, it just happens a lot more in BGC because security guards are more actively policing the place. Pwede. My family lives in BGC. What's this? EDSA carousel? Pwede mag-carpool? DOTR is opposed to the proposal to allow carpooling on the EDSA busway. The busway was designed primarily to move more people, not more cars, by providing fast and uninterrupted service to buses carrying up to 300,000 passengers daily. Any move to open this lane to Yeah, I'm against this one too. I don't think it makes sense, chat. It would not make sense to open up the bus lane or the bus EDSA bus carousel for two private cars. Labo nun. Ito na naman tayo sa government agencies na hindi nag-uusap muna. Why? Oh! The proposal to allow carpooling was made by the MMDA. I did not read that part. Or if I did, medyo lutang lang yata ako nun. That's nuts. Okay. Okay, so that's funny. MMDA proposed it, and then sabi ng DOTR, no. But di muna sila nag-usap, right? Wala ba silang meeting? To be fair, MMDA has always been a joke. They implemented the number coding system, everybody bought another car. A lot of unsafe bike lanes. Imagine na lang sa SLEX may bike lane sa harapan ng Skyway Magallanes exit. Who can forget yung yellow lane policy noon sa EDSA? I remember that, right? Like, the yellow lane is only meant for public vehicles or... Yeah, for public vehicles. Underutilization ng transport terminals. Remember they said na lahat ng provincial bus ang terminus ay PTEX. Yep. Okay, nothing interesting really. I think that's the most... I think the most interesting thing we read all day was that. Yung kay Michelle D. I don't think there's anything better than that right now. Let's see. Check natin. Let's check casual. Yo, chat. Anong oras kayo nagsisi-uwian? When you meet up with your friends nowadays, what time do you guys go home? I'm curious. Ano oras na? O, diba? Gosh. I remember back then, 12 o'clock, 11 o'clock, umaalis pa lang ng bahay. Is more like it. 10 o'clock nagre-ready. 11 o'clock, aalis ng bahay. 10 o'clock would be very early. Diba? Back then, 10 o'clock would be early, man. Like, bakit walang tao dito? Like, let's say you're partying with friends and then you're in a club. Ba't walang tao dito? And then you find out it's because it's only 10 p.m. Nagsisimulang pumasok mga tao, mga 11:30, 12. And then yun na nga, it goes all the way till the early mornings. Sabi ni Lirio, as soon as possible, sakit sa ulo mapuyat. Sayang yung next day. Yeah. I mean, like, I feel like it's not so much because di na natin kaya na 5 a.m. umuwi. Kasi kung pipilitin naman, kaya umuwi ng 5 a.m. eh. Or maybe that's just me. That's just me compensating, or that's just me coping. But the reality is that I guess we just have more responsibilities, right? That if we go home at 5, it's gonna affect the entire rest of the day, the following day. It's going to affect how our errands will be. It's going to affect going to the grocery, or having to pay the bills, or needing to do all of these things on a Saturday. I mean, sayang naman, buong linggo nagtrabaho, napagod. The weekend is supposed to be for rest too, right? Nah. I think I'm coping. Big time cope. Wild Bards, uuwi pa rin ng 5 a.m. pero iinom daw ng kape. But that's true, Lirio. It's largely that, I feel. The fact that we have more responsibilities. Ito yung buzzword, no, for 2026, trentahin. But hindi lumabas yung message ni LJ. What's this, chat? I can't read LJ's message here. Pero lumabas yung message ni LJ dito sa tablet. So, I'm not sure if it's just me. But LJ said, nakakabanas akong kasama sa inuman. Ang dali kong antukin kahit nung bata pa ako. Pero hindi siya lumalabas sa akin dito. Is it just me? Look, see chat, look. Loading pa din ako sa TikTok. Damn. I'm telling you, chat, TikTok hates me. Let's try to go live again. There, nag-live na ulit tayo sa TikTok. Let's see if it works this time. Anywho, hindi talaga lumabas eh. Yeah, diba? Papasok ka, amoy alak, or you're gonna go, I remember, papasok ka sa school, kunyari may Saturday class ka, may NSTP ka, papasok ka, diba? Tapos, papawisan ka, yung amoy mo, amoy chico, literal. There's a distinct smell of the alcohol evaporating from your skin or going out sa balat mo. Nine tulog na ako, be. Kapag lumagpas dun, yamot na ako. 11:59? 8 p.m. pa nga lang, start to pack up na. Need umuwi. I've been saying these posts or jokes regarding trentahin. Excuse me for sounding like a killjoy, pero what's with all the hate? As if hindi na sila tutungtong ng 30 and will have to suffer what we are suffering now. Yeah. What's CKD? Chronic kidney disease. There you go. Yep. Diabetes and high blood pressure. If you're someone like this, I'll be a KJ, but you want to have a healthy body once you get to your 30s or 40s and beyond. That's true too. I do feel like naging buzzword ang trentahin because if you really think about it, chat, half of the 90s babies are now in their 30s. It's now just the second half who are about to catch up. So, yung mga 1996, 97, 98, 99, there's essentially only 4 years left. There are only 4 years of the 90s babies, if you do believe that the 90s baby starts at 1990. Because may mga naniniwala, mga 90s babies, pinanganak nung 80s. So, I don't know. Depending on which camp you are, depending on which camp you are, 6 out of the 10 years that the 90s babies were born in are now in their 30s. Ang natitira na lang hindi pa 30 are 96, 97, 98, and 99. And I feel like as millennials who grew up on the internet, it's not surprising na nagiging buzzword ang trentahin ngayon. 'Di ba? Oh, Christian, next year 30 ka na? Savor it, Christian. I have no idea. You know what I have to do? Kasi wala naman ako iniba sa settings eh. Honestly, every single thing has remained the same sa settings natin, MJ. So I do feel like I just have to reset everything. Like, hold on. I want to see something here. Look, see? Everything here is healthy. All the information here is healthy. These are my stats for OBS. No dropped frames. Total output, bitrate, lahat maayos, oh. All our stuff is good. There's no fishy information. That's why I don't know why nagkakaroon tayo ng delay sa YouTube. Sabi ni Lirio sa Twitch daw walang delays. So I do have a feeling anong nangyari na lang talaga dito overtime kailangan lang i-clear cache ng ng OBS or I don't know. Just have to overhaul it. So I'm gonna start from scratch. Don't be surprised if mag-iba yung itsura ng stream natin tomorrow. Pwede, trentahin na rin yung PC ko. Not gonna lie, I've been wanting to upgrade some of my PC parts, but I feel like it's more of a want than a need at this point. Palinis muna natin yung PC ko is more like it. What's up, Rex? Look at this. I just said I want to upgrade my computer and look at what pops up as an ad. Pray na di maging bakla anak nyo. What? That's a crazy take. Oh, I think it's gonna be an interesting take. Oo, sinabi ko na. Whoa, what a take. But, I mean, what a hook. But I read the end and it all makes sense. Pray na di maging bakla anak nyo. Oo, sinabi ko na. Ipagdasal mo na sana hindi ka magkaroon ng anak na bakla. Sana hindi maging bakla ang mga magiging anak mo sa hinaharap. Bakla ako at ang hirap maging bakla. As in, kailangan mong ilihim ito sa pamilya mo. Hindi mo man lang maisama ang kasintahan mo para makilala sila. Hindi ka lang hinuhusgahan ng mga straight na tao, huhusgahan ka rin ng kapwa bakla. Tungkol sa mga kaibigan, hindi ka sigurado kung gusto ka nilang maging kaibigan, gusto ka lang nilang ligawan. Kung may BF ka, may mga kaibigan na gustong ligawan ng boyfriend mo dahil nagsiselos sila. Sa paghahanap ng karelasyon, ang hirap din. Kung hindi ka pasok sa standard, lalaki, magandang mukha, hot body, height, halos hindi ka nakikita sa dating scene. Technically, this goes for straight people too. But I would agree that it's also harder to date if you are part of the LGBT plus community, because I feel like, I mean, I don't even know what I'm saying. I'm not part of that community. I have no right to say that. At kahit na kayo ang tatlong yan, patuloy pa rin ang pakikipag-date ng mga tao. Ayaw ng mga tao ng commitment dahil napakadaling makahanap ng makakarelasyon at hindi rin naman sila nag-set up. At ang daming manloloko. Kadalasan kapag may straight relationship, mas malaki ang chance na manloko ng lalaki kaysa sa babae. Paano kung dalawang lalaki? At nandito tayo sa komunidad na ito kung saan may mga, muna bago pa natin malaman ang pangalan ng kausap. Maraming ang beses kasi hindi natin kinakikilala ang pangalan nila. Mahirap makahanap ng tunay na koneksyon. At kahit ako, isa na ako sa mga taong yan. Hindi ko alam kung kailan nagsimula, pero malayo na ako sa taong gusto ko. Gusto ko ng pagmamahal, gusto kong umuwi, gusto ko ng mga kaibigang tunay nagmamalasakit sa akin. Ngayon, isa na lang akong single na bakla na araw-araw na naghahanap ng, alam nyo na, dahil wala akong paraan para makabuo ng tunay na koneksyon. Hindi lang yun, naghahanap ako ng mga lalaking bakla. Kasi kahit anong gawin ko, and even if I tried, I just cannot get hard for a feminine guy. Okay? Now, I'm also a toxic dude who only wants straight passing men. Okay? Ang hirap maging bakla. Pray your son won't be gay. Either straight man, woman, or kahit lesbian, whatever, wag lang siguro maging bakla. Ay nako. It's sad, I understand. I thought you were gonna talk about social issues, but I think I mean, it's hard for me to make a valid opinion here, so please check me, chat, if I go out of line. The way I understand it is, it's a love life problem, and I think pinipinpoint niya sa sexuality niya or sa gender niya. But I believe that maybe a little more than half of the problems here, straight individuals also face. I was hoping that we're gonna end up talking about social issues, about being a part of the minority, which is very, very true, right? The discriminatory remarks or just the plain discrimination that the LGBTQIA+ community gets. Akala ko yun yung magiging topic nung thread na to. But and I was, going to say that it's the reality of things, and I'm hoping for the best na sana patungo tayo in a place where we become more accepting of each other. But yun na nga, I think it's not that. The thread actually talks about love life problems and nakapinpoint sa difficulties of being a gay man in the Philippines, which is in itself also very valid and true. Teka, nagloloko nga talaga yung TikTok natin. Let me just end TikTok. There you go. Yun nga, di ba? I'm big and fat, pero share ko lang I found my market. Lol, happy naman. Bakit parang inaangkin nila ang hirap ng mundo? Siya lang, di ba? So parang yun yung I get yung struggles ng LGBT, pero being cheated on, having difficulty sa itsura, di naman sa LGBT lang yan. Yeah, that's also my take. Closeted kasi siya, kaya siya nahihirapan. Yun ang pinaka problema niya. Alright, that's a take I would have never seen. So perhaps, right? Kasi dito pa lang kaya nga akala ko social issues yung pag-uusapan natin eh. Kasi kailangan mong ilihim ito sa pamilya mo, hindi mo man lang maisama ang kasintahan mo para makilala sila. When I read that, I'm like, oh shit, this is gonna be a real problem. But then I guess tama si Rex na dun nagsistem yung mga problems ni OP. And just as on an aside, I'm very, very frustrated with my friends who are gay but cannot be themselves in front of their parents because as far as their parents are concerned, they are straight. And nothing frustrates me more than that. Na you're being somebody who you aren't to the people who are supposed to love you the most. That hurts me to the core because family is a safe space for me, and I can only imagine how horrible it must be to live a life where not only am I hiding who I really am from my parents, but I'm also pretending to be somebody that I'm not. So, I mean, yeah, I just want to share that, chat, because every time I hear it from my friends, from acquaintances who are straight to their parents but are actually gay, nainis talaga ako eh. Na parang, damn man, like, this is why we need to, learn how to accept people as people, period, No, I feel like nahihirapan. I feel like it's an identity. I don't know, right? We're only making guesses here. Pero feeling ko may identity crisis siya kasi yun na nga eh. Sa pamilya niya nga, di niya maipakita kung sino siya. Siguro, ang laki ng buhay niya, a chunk of his life is anchored on his family's validation. And of course, you know, as we grow up, we realize that it's up to us to find out who we are and not up to our family to tell us who we are. But I also can't blame him because this is a very real problem also. Imagine that, right? Maybe bata pa siya, hindi niya pa nare-realize yun. Pero ang sakit, diba? Ang sakit if you can't even tell your family or if you can't even be yourself with your family. That can be true, Rex. Pag hindi, I mean, but I guess it's easier said than done, right? Easier said than done to come out of the closet. But if there's one thing I learned from friends, it's that you come out at your own time, which is, you know, which sucks because Philippine society makes it very difficult for people to come out. Yeah, no. OP, I hope you feel better after this event. Peace be with you. This post feels more of self-hatred rather than soul focus. So tama dito si Rex. This post feels more of self-hatred rather than sole focus on OP's own sexuality and gender. Lots of queer people don't have this kind of view on life in general. Grabe naman to. After seeing OP's response, I think you're right. At parang hindi naman talaga siya sad, pa-main character lang siya. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, it could be anything, right? It could be many layers to it, but I do get na my self-hatred din to. So Rex was the first one to point that out. True. Calculator is out. Ampao is the new meta. I will view this. Ooh. Chat. You don't want to see what I'm seeing right now. Calculator is out. Ampao is the new meta. One member, and I'm gonna reveal this on stream. One member, I'm gonna reveal this on stream. Ampao is the new meta. This is crazy. So I feel like it's about the calculator app. You remember, chat? The calculator app is where you hide your photos. That's why mga taong dalawa yung calculator nakakapagtaka, di ba? But apparently, Ampao na pala ang bagong pinagtataguan ng mga litrato. Yeah, thanks for adding that in, Rex. You did, you know, you never said it was easy. So, wait, what is this? So, nag-gaslight ako ng Lala Move Rider. Pa-cancel po. Matitigas mukha nyo eh, no? Gago, di ka aasenso niyan. Kupal. Sa'yo babalik yan, tamo. Bakit ako magka-cancel? Ikaw nagpapa-cancel. Ansensado na ako, tanga. Ano yung ansensado? Baka asensado na ako, tanga. Tingnan natin kung magkatrabaho ka pa pagkatapos kong i-post at i-report yung mukha mong singpangit ng ugali mo. Oh my God! He doxed him! Pero technically, no other details, right? What the hell? First time kong mag-gaslight ng isang rider. Guess we're all tired of the pa-cancel modus nila. Di ba sila aware na delikado yung mga pagganyan nila na pwedeng ikawalan ng trabaho? For the first order of business, report the rider. For peace of mind, block and add to spam mo yung number. For the petty, magbenta ka ng kambing sa Facebook Marketplace. Tapos lagay mo dun yung contact details ng rider. That's wild. That's wild, yo. Does this actually work? For the petty, magbenta ka ng kambing sa Facebook Marketplace. Can someone please create a subreddit for reporting this kind of grab or lala move riders? Oh, people are ranting here. Wow, this must be good. Pork dumpling lasagna. Napangiti po ko ng onte. That's cool. Okay. I think we can move on with this, chat. We could go... Okay, 2 ways to this. And I need to know your opinion, chat. Because I find that 12 entries are a little too low to raffle out the gift certificate. But I will make you vote. It will be up to your decision. Because I do plan to fix everything wrong about our stream right now. And I do expect more people to come in the streams once it's fixed. One, so that maybe mas marami ang makasali sa raffle. Two, we push through anyway. Because we already did it. We're here. And may mga nag-intay dyan na gusto mag-raffle. So, you might want to just do that still. So, I will put up a poll. You give me your vote. Push through with raffle. Yes. 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 We're already here. Anyway. No. Let's wait for more people. Pao is here. Okay. Yeah, I'll let you do it, chat. I will let you decide. I will let you decide. Advance congrats sa mananalo, sabi ni Rex. Shio Punisher. Shio Punisher. I haven't seen you in a long time, Shaw Punisher. Dial 1. Okay. Now, because I also do want to be accountable for the way our streams have been laggy. I've been trying to fix it, pero feeling ko nagawa ko na lahat ng pwedeng gawin para maayos yung OBS. The only logical step now would be to uninstall and start from scratch. Like, set up the entire OBS from zero. Okay. Looks like you guys want to play. Yo Punisher. Oh, Christian. Madami pala tayo bigla dito. Okay. That's it. Mock is here. Is your name here, chat? Let's make Pau's name full. Paulo D. Paulo D. What do you know about the Michelle D issue? Barnes' name is here also. HLA gift certificate. Okay, Paulo D is here. Anybody's name not yet here? We're gonna spin already. Alright, looks like everybody wants to push through with it. We'll do that. We'll do that then. Okay. Oh my gosh, what if si Pau pala yung nasa Ang Pau? Tapos Paulo D pa yung name niya. The pieces fit. Paulo, what did you do? Oh, si Teddy rin nandito. Dumami tayo bigla. I love it. Okay. We will spin in 1 minute. So last call na to. Alex, Barnes, Christian, CJ, Jolly Potdog, June, Levy, Lirio, LJ, Mock, MJ, OJ, Paulo, Romeo, Shaw, Punisher, Teddy, and Ulala Yum Yum. You are the 17 who will be part of today's HLA gift certificate. 500 pesos to one winner. And I just want to give a huge shout out to our Secret Santa. I'm not sure if the Secret Santa is in the stream right now. But thank you very much sa ating Secret Santa. So before we start the stream chat, yeah, MJ, you're here. Isa namang pa-W sa Secret Santa natin. W Secret Santa. Also, I think we're legit restricted on TikTok. Kasi kahit anong live ko, hindi nagla-live yung stream. Talagang ano lang siya, talagang loading lang. KG? Also chat, prayers up. Magpapa-blood gem ako bukas. Hopefully, I'm healthy. No reason for the blood gem. It's all just protocol, annual check. So cross fingers. Sana healthy, so that we could keep doing our tier list. Otherwise, magti-tier list tayo ng iba't ibang gulay. That might be the future. Tiering the best vegetable. Carrots versus radishes versus lettuce versus broccoli versus cauliflower. Inom ng gatas bagay yung test. Wala naman tayong magagawa kung talagang kung talagang we're cooked. Okay, question. We're not taking a drug test. Why are we getting advice about trying to evade detection here? Pwede, no? Tier list ng mga gulay sa bahay kubo. Question chat. Kapag nagpapa-blood chem ba kayo, pinapag-fast kayo from water, from food only, or food and water? Tapos kakagatin mo yung carrot, no, Levi? Tapos sasabihin mo, ooh, that's hard. Water fast? Water fast means you're just on water, right? Kasi iba-iba, honestly. So some will say, bawal lang. I mean, most will definitely, all have said, bawal ang food. Some will say, bawal ang food pero pwedeng sips of water. Some will say, pwede magtubig, drink water as you would regularly. And then others would say, no water at all. So I'm very confused because the same diagnostic center where I'm going to be taking my blood chem, by the way, shout out MedClub. Shout out MedClub dito sa Vertis North because I will be taking my blood chem there. They have been taking care of me for the last year and a half. Sabi ng MedClub sa akin last year, pwede ang water. No restrictions. And then this year, they said, bawal ang water. Not even sips. But prior to being a part of MedClub, sinasabi sa akin pwede naman sips of water. No, I mean, they specified. They specified no food and drink. Depends sa test. Mostly food talaga pero may test na water. Kapag lipid testing, the thing is though, I googled it. Lipid test, no water. fast? Lipid panel. There you go. This is Cleveland Clinic already. Cleveland Clinic, so very reputable, right? Do I need to fast for a lipid panel? In most cases, you need to fast 10 to 12 hours before your lipid panel blood test. Fasting means not eating or drinking anything except water. Diba? So, pwede ang water. Most people don't need to fast before a lipid test. Because the difference between LDL cholesterol values when fasting or not fasting is very slim, I suppose. You can only drink water for 8 to 12 hours and not eat any food. See, so pwede yung water. That's why I'm so confused. Because I kid you not, every single website I visit has been saying pwede uminom ng tubig. And I'm taking lipid, CBC, you know, the yung normal na tests. I'm even taking PSA, urinalysis, blood sugar, HB1GC, yun. But so I googled that, and every single website said pwede water. But so now I'm confused, man. Diba? Does this mean yung testing method? Kasi, I mean, yun din naman yung sinabi sa akin, Pao, eh. Pero, no. At least, di bawal hangin. FCBC, sugar and cholesterol food lang. To be safe, wag na lang mag-water. Actually, the thing is though, when I read about not drinking water, a lot of websites would recommend against not drinking water because it can be problematic. It could make blood draw more difficult and painful. It could skew blood levels because your blood ends up being too concentrated. Right? So parang mas may harm pa in not drinking water. So now I'm just confused. Susunod na lang ba ako? If you've been instructed to fast before a blood test, that means you need to avoid eating and drinking anything but water for a certain amount of time before the test. Fasting time is usually 8 to 12 hours, but it varies depending on the test. Not all blood tests require fasting, so check with your provider. So, pwede ang water. Wag na lang magpa-blood test. Daming problema eh, no? Yeah, while you're fasting, no exercise, chewing gum, smoking. Yeah, so pwede yung water. Go down. How long? Can you drink water when fasting? Yes, you can drink water. When fasting for blood work, healthcare providers recommend drinking water while you're fasting for a couple of reasons. Hydration. Staying hydrated is important for overall health, especially before a blood test. Drinking water helps keep your veins fuller. That's what I was saying. Making it easier for the blood draw. No interference. Plain water doesn't contain calories, sugar, or other substances that can affect your blood test results. Just be sure to stick to plain water. Avoid flavored water, sugary drinks, or even water with lemon or lime added, as these can introduce substances that might alter test results. Now, what blood work? Ano to? What blood work? Ito. What blood work do you need to fast for? Not all blood tests require fasting, but some common ones that might include. What about this? I think this still falls under, yeah, you fast from food but not from water. Yeah, no, I mean, I'm honestly, chat, as somebody who loves drinking water, I kind of want to just drink water, you know? Like, paggising, 1 glass of water. Period. Actually, 2 p.m. pa yung 2 p.m. pa yung blood game ko. So 10 hours fasting daw. So kailangan last meal ko 4 a.m. because, you know, you also don't want to be over fasted, right? So at 4 a.m., mag-a-alarm yung phone ko at may nakahandang gatas sa ref. So I'll just drink the milk and rinse my mouth. Make sure I drink the milk with a straw para diretso na lang sa lalamunan. No longer I no longer have to brush my teeth. I'll take my chances. You know why? Because it's the same clinic who said pwedeng uminom ng tubig last year. And I drank water last year. I'm running the same tests. You shouldn't drink any coffee, even black coffee. Of course. Okay, let's rock. Let's rock, chat. Okay, I'm closing the wheel in 10 seconds. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, let's go. Let us now get this started, chat. 17 names on the list. Only one winner. Because it is a mini raffle, just like with previous mini raffles, it will be in the finale will be in the form of a duck race. We're gonna take our 5 finalists and duck race this. So that's how it normally goes. General raffles, we do the second wheel. Mini raffles, we do our duck race. Unless you have other words, chat. Anybody else gonna argue against that? Let me know. Let me know before we start spinning. Are we okay with duck race? Are we okay with duck race for the mini raffle? Going once. Kung walang magsasalita, we're gonna push through. Going twice. Okay daw. Okay daw. G duck race. Okay, let's go. 8 second spins. Good luck to everybody. HLA gift certificate, 500 pesos. Let's go. First one removed from the list. OJ. I don't think OJ's here though. Maaga natutulog si OJ eh. So, OJ, thank you for joining. If you're here, please say your piece. We're moving on, chat. Next up, parang nabibilisan ako masyado dito. 10 seconds na lang natin yung wheel. Let's go. Next one to be removed. Ulala Yum Yum. I'm not sure if Ulala Yum Yum is here. Sa alam ko wala si Ulala Yum Yum. Ulala Yum Yum. All right. Thank you for joining. Ulala Yum Yum. Next up, to be removed with 15 names left on the wheel, we have ko, wala rin to sa wheel eh. I don't think LJ is present. Lahat yata na wala sa wheel, tinatanggal eh. LJ? Oh, LJ. Corned beef? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Move on. 40. Feeling ko nag-work si LJ. I think duty siya ganitong oras eh. Here we go. Sabi niya, okay, tutulog na din naman ako. Okay, thank you for joining, Levy. Let's move on. I get it, Teddy. Paulo, thank you for joining. Regards kay Michelle. 14 names left. Thank you for joining, MJ. We move on. Shaw Punisher. Shaw Punisher, I believe, is not in the stream also. So, Shaw Punisher, thank you much. Thank you so much for joining. 10 left. Oh no! Shaw Punisher is still in the stream. Si CJ, ang feeling kong wala. So, CJ, thank you for joining. We have 9 left on the wheel, chat. 9 left. Only 4 to be removed before we move on to the duck race. Good luck to ya. Romeo, thank you for joining. We move on. 8 left. Tito June! Thank you for joining, Tito June. With that, we only have 7 left on the wheel. Good luck. Dalawa na lang. And then we move on to the duck race. We have Alex, Barnes, Christian, Jolly Potdog, Lirio, Mock, and Teddy. But I have to start taking names down as well. Because there is a chance that some of these names might be absent. Okay, chat? Here we go. At number 7, we have Alex. Thank you for joining, Alex. Number 6. Nako po, umabot pa kay Jolly Potdog. Jolly Potdog, thank you for joining. However, ito na ang top 5 natin. However, I need to know if these 5 people are present. Barnes, Christian, Lirio, Mock, and Teddy. Press 1 if you are here so I know to include you in the duck race. Lirio is present. Barnes, Christian, Mock, Teddy, are you guys here? Barnes is present. Mock is present. Christian is present. Teddy, are you here? I know Teddy was just talking a few minutes ago. Alright. Our top 5 are all in the stream right now. So we will take these 5 and we will duck race them. Na-nerf lang nung Pasko pero sa totoo lang, his luck never left. Alright, to make this a little bit more fun, we will have 2 ducks per person. Okay? I think that's fun. What timer shall we set it to? What timer shall we set it to, chat? Are you a duck? Yeah, you're a duck. Together with Mock, Lirio, Christian, and Barnes. Timer, 2 minutes? 5 minutes. Alright. Sabi ni Mod Barnes, 5 minutes daw. Walang second wheel? I asked earlier. Sabi ko, chat, let me know. May tututol ba dito for our second wheel? Because, again, normally we do have duck race for mini raffles. And then second wheel for the general raffles. Can we assign blue duck? Nah, can't. Oh yeah, my surprise in Discord. Okay, we can go through that as we run the duck race. Any duck but the Trump duck. Wala namang may Trump duck. Look at your ducks. You guys each have 2. Teddy, you are duck number 1 and 6. Mock, duck number 2 and 7. Lirio, Christian, Barnes. Same order. Paunahan makatawid ng finish line. Unang makatawid sa finish line. Mananalo nung raffle natin. So are you ready? Teddy, Mock, Lirio, Christian, and Barnes. Are you ready? Lirio is ready. Drop your favorite emote to show that you are ready. Violent duck. Best dressed both ducks ni Lirio. Ano? How about Mock and Barnes? Are you ready? Alright. I think we can start. Feeling ko sabi ni Barney 5 minutes kasi may ginawa siya. I feel like yun yung diskarte. 5 minutes para sakto sa tapos ng ginagawa ko. Okay, here we go, chat. Let's start. Yeah, as we all know, chat, these things, they don't really get determined until the last 20 seconds or so. So we will temporarily put this on the side as we look at the stuff that Romeo said pinadala niya sa memes and links. What's this? What's this? What is happening here? Hi, I'm Mommy Keiko. Thank you for the 5 gifted. W's in the chat for Mommy Keiko. That's me as a VTuber, I suppose. Public drinking has no place. What's this? Should be an interesting thread. Oh, I agree. I agree. What do you think, Chad? Do you agree? Public drinking has no place in a family-oriented fast food chain. I agree. I agree. I agree. It's I feel like it's a very like I feel like you can get away with drinks if it's probably a private party, right? And you know, you're more or less in control of the environment. But here na public setting siya, I feel like it's not a good idea. I don't even know why it's not allowed. Right? May mga bata dyan. Pero di ba noon naman sa Shakey's at Pizza Hut? Yeah, and even in McDonald's in some countries. In McDonald's in Germany, I know they have beer. Did you know that, chat? McDonald's Germany has beer. So I don't know. Maybe we're missing something, right? Is it as simple as no kasi family-oriented fast food chain siya? Technically drinking, meron ba tayong ban on drinking in public settings? Meron ba? I feel like reckless drinking. I feel like reckless drinking or drinking until you're dumb and drunk is not a good idea. But I think that if you are more or less in control of your liquor, I feel like it should be fine, maybe? Now, what are your thoughts, chat? Like, initially, I'm like, yeah, this is not a good look. But then, when I've considered that other places abroad actually serve alcohol in McDonald's, just like Germany, parang, oo nga, no? What do you think, Chad? What do you think? If pwede naman in other chains, what makes McDonald's special na bawal? Like, what could be the danger? I mean, if it's harmless drinking or if it's casual drinking, kapag wasakan, syempre bawal. Or kapag maging violent or maging reckless, bawal din. So let me know your thoughts, chat. Because we only have 20 seconds left here. And usually at this point, you would want to wish na nahuhuli yung duck mo. Kasi usually, yung nahuhuling duck yung humahataw. And as of right now, Mock's ducks are in the lead. Teddy's duck is now the one at the first place. Christian's duck, both of Christian's ducks humataw sa finish line. Christian, congratulations. Ito na yata ang regalo mo for turning 30 this year. Christian, are you here to claim your prize? Is Christian here to claim his prize? Christian, you have 10 seconds. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5. Christian? Okay. There you go. Context is just the raffle. You needed to make sure na may to clarify that. Okay. All right, Christian, congratulations. You just won 500 pesos of HLA vouchers. Let me just add this here. I will contact you as soon as possible. So please keep your Discord open. January 29. All right, got it. Congratulations again, Christian. Oh man, speaking of, kinda drunk, kaya daan lang talaga. SWG, before you go, what did you drink? What did you drink? It can't be any less than 10 beers. Arthur's hand. Lots and lots of tequila. I love that for you, SWG. You deserve it. Hopefully you get good dreams with your lots and lots of tequilas. Okay, before we end the stream, gusto ko lang basahin yung thread na to. Okay? Because it is quite interesting to know other people's perspectives. Kasi sa atin, medyo mixed tayo. To those comments on TikTok saying, let them enjoy or okay lang yan, let's be clear. Fast food chains like Jollibee are family-oriented establishments. Hindi ito bar, di rin to inuman. May reason kung ba't may standards ang ganitong klase ng lugar. Corporate politics strictly prohibit alcohol consumption inside their stores to protect the brand image and the environment they're trying to maintain, especially for kids and families. Most fast food restaurants are registered as quick service or family dining establishments, not alcohol serving venues. Their business permits are issued under that classification. Walang alcohol included, period. Sa bagay, that also makes sense because when you do, kapag hingi ka ng business permit, iba pa ang permit to sell alcohol. And there's a reason why a business would also register or seek permits for alcohol because may corresponding responsibilities yun. Okay, that's a valid point, right? Na medyo outside of the box. Ang problema rito kapag pinabayaan mo ang ganitong behavior, ang pinakakawawa ang mga guard, crew at manager. Sila ang mananagot kapag umabot ito sa corporate or sa BPLO. Kahit pa matanda na o let them enjoy, rules are rules. Hindi excuse ang edad para hindi sumunod. Age is not an excuse for poor public behavior. Kung gusto uminom, may tamang lugar para dun. Respect the space, respect the rules, at higit sa lahat, respect the kids who are supposed to feel safe in a family fast food restaurant. Enjoyment doesn't mean entitlement. Yeah, Anong klase? Isa siguro tong walang delikadesa, kaya ganun na lang ipagtanggol. Ang mga walang pinagkatandaan matatanda. What? Walang delikadesa. People find this funny. Walang urbanidad. Ito ba yung mix and match? I feel like it could set. I mean, the one bad thing I see here is that it could set precedent for future people to do the same, and maybe they can handle their liquor well. Maybe it's okay. Kaya nila. Hindi sila reckless uminom. But this might give the wrong idea to people who are not as careful with their alcohol consumption. And when that happens, I feel like dun talaga papasok yung let's keep these spaces safe for kids na take. Ayun, yun. Exactly. Kapag pinabayaan ito, magiging idea na ng mga clout chasers. Hindi tatagal at madami nagagaya at gagawa. For real or for the content. You know, that's for the store to enforce. What does this comment mean? Does it mean that McDonald's is okay with it? Can you legal to drink in public spaces? Public. Philippines. It's generally prohibited, with many local ordinances banning consumption on streets, sidewalks, parks, and alleys. A question on alcohol policy from 5 years ago. Not really that. That's not really the thread we're looking for. Here, ordinance number 555, drinking in public places. This one is in Makati. Bawal uminom. In Manila. In Manila. 7 years ago or 6 years ago. How about this? Legal to drink in McDonald's. It is generally not legal to consume alcohol inside McDonald's, as it is considered a public space and the establishment does not have a license to serve alcohol. There you go. So we go back to that comment, right? Na may point yung isang nag-comment dito na nagsasabi na what was that comment again? Na there's a reason why establishments need to apply for alcohol permits. Who mentioned that? Was it in chat? I'm trying to look for the comment. Chat, did you say it? Who said that? Somebody said it. Nabasa ko siya kanina. But anyway, I guess that's that, right? If we go by rules, bawal to. If we look at it from ethical perspective, honestly, for as long as they're not doing anything wrong or they're okay with it, then it could be okay. But also the downside to that is that it might attract people who are not so good with their liquor. And with people who are not so good with their liquor, it could be an unsafe place for kids. So, tagilid pala kapag ethically, right? So, there you go. I think that's it. We covered all angles for this one. I'm curious to know if there are other logical takes to this without anybody saying na this is, gang behavior or squammy behavior or, anything that ridicules people's character or makes fun of them, because I feel like we don't really learn anything kapag ad hominem yung approach natin. So let me know in the comments and let's get talking about this. Yep. Definitely when it comes to the permits. I think that was that was the best angle for me. May reason kung ba't kailangan mag-apply for permits. Anywho, chat, stream tomorrow, okay? Stream tomorrow will be at... One sec. Stream tomorrow will be at 3 p.m. We will be celebrating Benifam January celebrants. Let me just pull up our calendar. Yeah. So stream tomorrow, last stream of the month actually. Finally, matatapos na yung January. If you're free at 3 p.m., please do drop by. We're gonna be celebrating Benifam January celebrants. I'm also hoping that by then, wala nang problema yung stream natin, because I do plan to get on this as soon as the stream ends right now, para wala nang lag and that matapos na yung problema to, because it has been plaguing the streams for the past 2 weeks. But yeah, this is about where the stream ends, chat. Huge shout out to Tito June. So W's in the chat to Tito June. And to Mommy Keiko for the 5 gifted from each of them. I'm very happy because that means we get to, keep this alive, chat. 123 members. And I guess it's nice to know that heading into February, we're gonna stay strong above 100. Yeah. I think si Caleb yung nag-drop on behalf of Tito June. Thank you to the following people who hung out in our stream today. Romeo, SWG, MJ, LJ, Barnes, Caleb, Tito June, Lirio, Levy, Alex, Pau, Mock, Christian, congratulations again, Jenner, SC, Ron, TJ, Shaw Punisher, Ninja Barbecue, Ninja Banana Q, and everybody else, chat. I'll see you tomorrow, 3 p.m. to 5 p.m. Bye, everybody. Si Gio na busy sa work no? But yeah, Gio and I talk on Discord from time to time. Ano naman siya? Happy naman siya. Very busy lang. But yeah, chat, have a great evening. Kita-kita tayo tomorrow.